Being lieutenant governor of the largest Republican state in America involves more than passing principled conservative legislation. It's about real leadership and standing up for the people of Texas in the toughest of times.
Considering the ferocity of the storm and how quickly it hit and how much it rained, the idea that everybody involved, all the government officials, all the first responders, and all the citizens were able to respond so quickly to help each other was remarkable. There's a passage from the Bible, Psalms 57, verse 1 and 2, that says, I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings until this disaster has passed. It was the perfect verse I just stumbled on. I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings until this disaster has passed. And of course, refuge is a shelter. And during this time, many people thought their home was their refuge, and they found out it wasn't. Or an emergency center, and they knew that was temporary. What people found, and I saw them, Chris, stand on the rock of, was their faith. Whatever that faith was, whatever the denomination, they stood on the rock of their belief. And they could take refuge in the shadow of God's wings until the disaster has passed. And that I saw, and in the storm, and weeks later at Sutherland Springs. Again, think of this. The largest natural disaster in the history of America, followed by the largest mass shooting in the history of our state. And we are standing stronger than ever, with a lot of work to be done and a lot of healing is still needed. But that says it all about Texas.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, standing with the people of Texas in the toughest times.
This is not acceptable in the state of Texas or in this country. This must end, and we must do everything we can. But right now, we all pray to lift up these families. We will do everything we can that this never, ever happens again.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, a principled conservative, standing up for the people of Texas.
As Lieutenant Governor, I'm proud to have presided over the most conservative and productive Senate in Texas history. I agree with President Trump. Our southern borders must be secure. I laid out a plan to give every teacher on average a $10,000 raise because teachers are the key to a great education, not expensive buildings or stadiums. I stood up to President Obama when he refused to back our brave police officers. I took the lead in finally banning sanctuary cities in Texas to keep our families and our communities safe. I will ensure you have a right to vote on local property taxes, and we must freeze property taxes for everyone 65 and older. Skyrocketing property taxes are threatening homeowners and hurting businesses. We must reduce property taxes now. As Lieutenant Governor, I've added almost $2 billion to provide more troopers and equipment to keep our border strong. I led the fight to ban sanctuary cities in Texas, and I stand with President Trump on keeping our border secure. Liberals, they keep on fighting every step of the way, but I won't back down.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, standing up for the people of Texas.